Hi, welcome back to Heavy Rain. So things are getting a little bit complicated, they're getting a little bit interesting, a little bit complex even. And so I think that now is a good time to do a little bit of reflection, a little bit of organization of what we know and what we suspect. And I think that it's important that we make a clear distinction between what we know for certain as fact and then some suspicions that we're going to draw from those facts. So we do know that the person who rented the apartment used in Ethan's finger chopping trial is going by the name John Shepard, and the person who subscribed to an origami magazine and visited Manfred at his typewriter repair shop is also going by the name Shepard. We can suspect that those are the same person then. What we do know for sure is that the real John Shepard died 30 years ago at the age of 10, drowning in rainwater, which is especially important because that is, in fact, the death that is being replicated over and over again by the origami killer. So 30 years ago, that would put, if somebody was involved with that, like let's say John Shepard's surviving brother, if his brother was approximately 10 years old as well, that would put him at about 40. So who do we know that has been around that long? You know, I think that the person had to know what's been going on or what happened with the real John Shepard and the way that he died. So we can suspect his surviving brother. We don't know exactly who that is, but we do know for fact that Gordy Kramer's father, the business tycoon, went to visit John Shepard's grave and is leaving flowers. We also know that an origami figure was left at John Shepard's grave. We know that for certain. So we can suspect the surviving brother, and we don't know anything about the surviving brother other than that they were adopted later, which would make sense because he no longer has the name Shepard. We can suspect Gordy Kramer as being the surviving brother, except for the fact that if that were true, then Gordy Kramer's father would not be his biological father, would be his adopted father. And what would Mr. Kramer have to do with John Shepard, the deceased child? Huh? If he's not his real father, if he's not Gordy Kramer's real father, then he most certainly wasn't John Shepard's real father. So what incentive would he have to go and leave fresh flowers at the young boy's cave? Also, we actually got a look at the person we suspect to be the actual killer. I'm going to suspect that the person who attacked us in the nightclub was the killer. He was, in fact, the person who was renting the apartment. Thanks to Paco, we know that he was the person going by the name John Shepard. So, I am going to say that I now know that Norman Jayden is not involved in the killings because, obviously, he was in a fight with one. And we can also safely say, I think, that Madison Paige is not involved. So, where does that leave us? Well, if we go by some observations, the body type of the person who attacked Norman Jayden at the nightclub was not the same body type as Detective Shelby, Private Detective Shelby. And so I find it, at least if the video game is accurate in this way, impossible that could have been Shelby. Because you can't make a big man smaller, but you can make a smaller man bigger by adding padding and such. So I suppose it's still technically plausible that it could have been Ethan. However, some things that I've been mulling over, and I'm rightly confused by all of this mess. I have some suspicions, but nothing really solid like I did before. I pretty solidly believe that Ethan is involved with the killings, but I don't believe that he has something to do with them, but he's not actually the one killing, because it occurred to me that the nature of the death is symbolically significant. The drowning in rainwater, And why would Ethan be replicating his son's death, his first son's death, who was hit by a car, if he was drowning them in rainwater? That doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't fit the psychological profile. However, my first initial instinct was that Ethan was the surviving son, and that his brother was the one that drowned in rainwater first. But come to find out, Gordy Kramer is, visiting the grave, so now we, of course, suspect Gordy. Gordy Kramer's father was the one visiting the grave. So I wonder, wouldn't it make a lot of sense? I mean, it's stretched and it raises other questions, but what if Ethan was John Shepherd? What if Ethan was John Shepherd and did not actually die? But then that kind of leads to some questions of, well, how did that happen, and how can you explain that he has a grave? But it would answer a lot of questions if Gordy were the surviving son, and whose name we don't know, we never found out, but Ethan was actually John Shepherd, which would explain his dreams of drowning bodies. Yeah, if he had a close encounter with drowning as a child, it would explain a lot. It's just a theory, just something to mull over, guys. So why don't we go ahead and actually get into the game and see if we can nail down any of these theories and suspicions that we have. Looks like we're going to be playing as Ethan. Let's see, what was the last thing we did with Ethan? I believe it was shoot and kill somebody, which was pretty horrible. I really disliked that portion, but I was feeling that that was really the only option that I have. Of course, I may regret it. I probably will regret it, but Thursday, 11:39 p.m. Oh, Ethan. Oh, it's Madison. Madison, go comfort him.
Ethan, are you all right?
I'm sorry I made you do that, Ethan.
I killed a man. I had no choice.
It was him or your son?
I had no choice.
You're not the origami killer, Ethan. You're not responsible for those murders. I can prove it.
That changes nothing. Saving Sean is all that matters now.
I don't know what relevance this is serving, but sure, let's just follow along with it. This seems a bit out of context, but sure, we're just gonna go with it. I like Madison, I like Ethan. I think Ethan needs somebody right now. Clearly, Madison goes for unshaved guys. Purple bra. So Ethan's been separated for over 2 years now. We know that. Separated from his wife. We know that because that's what he said. Still, I wonder if Ethan's got all this in his past with, you know, his, you know, surviving a drowning, maybe, if that has any ground, if that theory has any grounding. Then why did this just start 2 years ago when he lost, or I mean rather 3 years ago when he lost Jason 2 years ago? I really can't explain the timing, you know? Slowly, slowly, gently, slowly, gently, slowly. Oh, his finger's bleeding again. Damn it, did you not take those antibiotics yet? Don't wake her up, don't wake her up. Madison seems like a really nice girl. And I have to wonder, though, why did she go through so much trouble for him? She really barely knows him. Cool, am I in control
Things might
now?
have worked out between us, if circumstances had been different. She's the only person I can trust, and now I have to be alone to do what I have to do.
Anything to drink? No? Why can I open the refrigerator if nothing is in there? How about we go outside for a bit? You're in your boxers, Ethan. Actually, those kind of look like boxer briefs. Alright, that's enough relaxation. Time to get back to the matter at hand. Let's see if I can actually go inside and take those antibiotics in the bathroom, which would be swell. I'm very irritated that it's not letting me. Nope, does not appear to be letting me take antibiotics. You need a shave, mister. You most certainly do. You need a good shave. You look very haggard. Let's wash your face. Careful, don't get your wound dirty. Don't get your wound wet. No, you got your wound wet. Yeah, good job. So, why would the killings have started 3 years ago? We gotta figure out the timing, guys. These are all rhetorical questions, of course, because I'm not going to actually find out what you have to say until this is over.
Only one more origami figure. Then I find my son.
Alright, I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna say that the last trial is he has to die. Maybe.
She's still asleep. No goodbyes, no explanations. I'll just leave before she wakes up.
That's terrible. I understand why you feel that way, but that's terrible, Ethan. She cares about you. She put herself in mortal danger. Still nothing outside? Still nothing outside, okay. Whoops, 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 whoops. Just gonna look at her. Aw, look how beautiful she is. She went through so much for you. I'm gonna say that the final trial is that he has to... It's gonna say, are you willing to die to save someone you love? I'm gonna... Okay, come on, can I can't... Why can I not...
I've already wasted too much time. I've got to get through this last trial.
What's the last trial, though? Do I just need to... He didn't open it. You didn't grab your coat. Oh, that's Madison's coat, isn't it? Get dressed? How about you get dressed? Okay, he doesn't want to get dressed. He wants to go out in his boxers, apparently. That's cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, you might want to put those on, buddy. You don't want to draw any more attention to yourself. She's gonna wake up, isn't she? Or maybe she's already awake. Maybe not. Okay, so in hindsight, maybe that whole sequence that just happened wasted some time, potentially in-game time that we could have spent saving Ethan, or saving Sean, excuse me. But, did you not bring a change of clothes? You just... Oh, maybe now I can look at the box. Oh, there it is. Is it a rat? I couldn't tell. What's it say? The last letters, 961 Rainbow Lane. It's not telling him what it's gonna be, huh? Well... Put your coat on. Wait, hey, put the coat on. I saw you looking at it. Is that your coat or is that Madison's coat? What? What was that? What is this? What the? What? Guys, that was in Madison's coat? Well, she has insomnia.
I should have guessed. All this time and I had no idea.
What?
Ethan,
What just?
what's the
what-
matter?
Somebody
I thought I
planted
meant
that
something
there.
to you.
Listen,
Somebody planted it. Don't believe it, Ethan.
You're a pretty good nurse, Ralph.
She was
Fucking
framed.
journalist!
Ethan,
Oh.
I wanted to tell you, but
What kind of article were you gonna write?
My life with a serial killer? No. How I caught the origami killer. Maybe you'll get a book deal.
I hope it was fucking worth it!
Ethan, it's not what you think.
You lied to me, Madison! All this time you fucking lied to me! I thought you wanted to help me, but you're only thinking of writing a fucking book!
Wow. Madison?
I'm a journalist. And I knew that you were the father of the boy who had disappeared, and I wanted to cover the story. But then I saw what you were going through to save your son. And I understood how much you love him. I wanted to tell you the truth, but I couldn't. I was afraid that you may not believe me. I was afraid that you'd ask me to go. All I want is for you to find your son alive. And when it's all over, I want to be with you. I'm
You
sorry,
really can't be
Ethan.
too picky about your friends right now, Ethan.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you need all the help you can get,
You're
Ethan.
leaving,
And I...
aren't you?
It's the last origami figure. The last letters, then I'll know where Sean is.
Take care, Ethan. I can't lose you now.
Loving this music, guys. This music is just... perfect. Oh, poor Ethan.
I'm gonna go find something to eat. Wait for me. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Nope, can't wait 10 minutes. Can't wait 10 minutes. I forgot to check what the inches were when we started this. So... Oh, hey,
I
I'm,
was so afraid he wouldn't believe me. Wrong move, idiot. I should have admitted everything earlier. I think I'm starting to fall in love. We'll find his son and prove he's innocent. I'll be able to help him now that he knows who I am. Now we gotta find his son. And I think I know where to start looking.
Where is that? Would you mind filling us in? What the? Madison? Where's our bike? We did arrive on a bike, did we? Oh, good! Police! The police are here! Oh no! What are we gonna do? Let's go back up and tell Ethan! The police! Guys! Oh boy. Let's go back up. I don't know if it triggered that I saw it, but I definitely see 2 police officers here. We don't have time to get captured. We definitely do not have time to get captured. Man, you know, honestly, I'm going to love playing this game over again. Which one was ours again? I don't remember. Oh no! Am I on the wrong floor? I think I'm on the wrong floor. No! Let's go up one more then. What? What? Oh boy. No, we're on the top floor, I think. I don't remember what number we were in. Let's warn Ethan. Ethan! You have to get out of here! 205. 207. Well, I can go up one more over here. It's on the roof? What? What? Huh? What? Hey, what are you looking at? Can't go up there? Nope, can't go up there apparently. Alright, so that's the roof. Can't go back inside the apartment because it won't give us the option. I guess we have to go find out why these police are here. But we're gonna have to do that in the next video. Pause.